Welcome back to Congress Unpacked, where power meets accountability. Let's break down Senator John Kennedy's explosive clash with FDIC Chairman Martin Gruenberg, a hearing that ripped the lid off years of toxic culture at one of America's key financial watchdogs. Let's get right to it. Kennedy kicked things off with zero sugarcoating. He fired off with an old saying, "A fish rots from the head down," and laid it out. Gruenberg has been at the FDIC almost 20 years, chairman for most of the last 13. So when Kennedy asked how Gruenberg could promise to clean up a mess he'd let fester for years, the silence was telling.
I hope Senator Al Franken is watching today. If it weren't for double standards around this place, there wouldn't be any standards at all. Mr. Gruenberg, have you ever heard the expression, "A fish rots from the head down"?
Yes, Senator.
I understand I listened carefully to your testimony. Do I understand you to assert that you believe you're the person to clean up the FDIC?
I do, Senator.
Do you also believe that Elvis is alive?
Not to my knowledge, Senator.
Do you also believe in Bigfoot?
No, sir.
Then things got personal. Kennedy read from an independent report. Shocking stuff. Supervisors caught making vile comments about women, texting employees to get naked, tossing racist and sexist insults around like it was nothing. Kennedy didn't just gloss over it. He read the words point by point and made Gruenberg confirm he'd seen every bit.
Have you read this report?
Yes, sir.
You've been the chairman of the FDIC 10 of the last 13 years, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
And you've been there for 20 years almost, haven't you?
Nearly, yes, sir.
And this sleaze has been going on for decades, has it not?
I think the report makes that finding, Senator.
Did you read the part of the report where one of your supervisors described one of your young female employees as being, quote, like a grizzly bear with tits, close quote?
I've read the report, Senator.
Did you read the part of the report where one of your supervisors asked a young female employee, quote, "Does your husband eat you?" Did you read that?
I have read the report, Senator.
Did you read the part of the report where one young employee said her supervisor sent her a text? You know what the text said? Quote, "Get naked, bitch." Did you read that?
Yes, sir.
Did you read the part of the report where one of your supervisors turned to one of your Hispanic employees and asked him to recite the Pledge of Allegiance to prove that he is an American? Did you read that?
I read it, sir.
And listen, if you care about accountability in Washington, hit subscribe right now so you never miss a story like this. Kennedy wasn't done. He made it clear. Gruenberg would be too busy defending himself in court to fix anything. Kennedy even said he'll push for new laws so every victim at the FDIC can finally get justice. Translation? The chairman's real future might be in legal battles, not agency reform. But here's the gut punch. According to the report, Gruenberg's own team described him as a bully with a nasty temper. Kennedy cut deep, saying asking Gruenberg to reform the FDIC was like asking Alec Baldwin to teach gun safety.
You're not going to be able to clean up the FDIC because you're going to be too busy defending yourself in court. I'm going to introduce a bill to extend the statute of limitations to allow every employee at the FDIC to file suit over this sexual abuse and this sexual discrimination and this racism. And you're going to be spending all your time in court. Now, the Cleary Gottlieb report doesn't think you're the person to clean up the FDIC, does
I don't know that the report reaches that conclusion, but it certainly has critical comments in regard to me, Senator.
Well, I mean, the FDIC report says that it says that even your senior leaders feel, quote, disrespected, disparaged, and treated unfairly by you. Did I quote that correctly?
Yeah, I have read the report, Senator.
And the Cleary-Gottlieb report, it goes on to say that your long tenure and reputation for losing your temper and bullying people, quote, presents unique challenges, close quote, for you to change the agency. Did you read that part?
I have read it, Senator.
And the Cleary-Gottlieb report also says it questions whether you have the, quote, moral authority to do so. Is that correct?
I have read the report, Senator.
Yes. You fixing this agency, Mr. Gruenberg, is like asking Alec Baldwin to conduct a course in gun safety. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And Mr. Sue, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for acting like a lickspittle here today, trying to defend this gentleman.
Ouch. Kennedy then looked Gruenberg in the eye and told him to apologize to FDIC staff sitting right there. After a pause, Gruenberg did. But Kennedy wasn't satisfied. He flat out said, "You ought to be ashamed of yourself," and called for his resignation, right there for all to hear.
Have you ever read a worse report, Mr. Gruenberg, in all your years?
It's a bad report, Senator.
Yeah, it's bad. Look, I could go through this report. I'm embarrassed to have to even read some of these allegations. These folks on the first row behind you, are they FDIC employees?
Some of them are, Senator, yes.
Would you like to turn around and apologize to the female employees sitting behind you at the FDIC?
I have, Senator.
Would you like to do that now?
If you ask me to, I will.
I think you should.
I apologize.
And now I think you ought to resign. I'm done, Mr. Chairman.
This wasn't just political theater, it was a public reckoning for a powerful figure, and a reminder that public trust isn't just a buzzword, it's everything. If you found this breakdown valuable, subscribe and share. Let's keep the spotlight on power so it never goes unchecked. This is Congress Unpacked, where power meets accountability. See you next time.